Alright guys, welcome back. Not the video that I want to be filming, not the video I thought I'd be filming, but basically the bird is back to the wild. All of my gear's on her. I did have telemetry on her, but you know, I was able to try to track her down for like a good hour and a half, and then I lost signal. It was later in the morning, it was hot. I think it was 90 degrees was the high. We started early in the morning, but as it went on, it started warming up. The thermal started picking up, and she was just like what I expected. She was chasing squirrels like 60 feet up in a tree. There were gray squirrels everywhere in the woods we were in. It was a state park and just loaded with squirrels, but as I've said before, it's super thick, and this was the most open woods I could get to. So I'm gonna play a little clip, and I'll show you like kind of how thick it was and what we were dealing with. You can hear the hawk way up in the tree. Not great footage because I just have my GoPro, no camera to like zoom up high. I don't even know that you'd really see much anyway right now, but you'll hear her, and you'll hear the squirrel chattering back at her. She was just a savage, like right off the rip. Like, you know, it might take me a year to get to where she was on day one, basically. So we'll just play this real quick, and it'll give you an idea of what we were doing. Shh. Oh, she just missed one up there. It's hard for you guys to see. She's chasing a gray squirrel up there. Huh. Can hear him barking. Shh. Try to get ahead of this gray squirrel. Oh! Shh. Shh. And there are grays everywhere here. All right, so we would chase a squirrel only for a short period of time. She'd take like one shot at it in a tree, miss it, move up again. She would see another squirrel up ahead. I'd run up. She took that initial shot before I could even try to start working the squirrel and trying to make that noise and turn the squirrel around the tree. She would take off after another squirrel she would see out in the distance. So we did this like 3 or 4 times. She came to a stop at this real high tree, and I tried to like work around the tree looking for the squirrel. I assume there's a squirrel in it. And then all of a sudden a red-tailed hawk, like a hag red-tail, comes screaming in. They don't normally get that close when I'm hunting, but the canopy was so thick that I'm sure the hag red-tail never, hag is an adult, red-tail never even saw me, just saw her. And really I even had a hard time seeing the bird up in the top of the canopy. But so I had turned the telemetry on, and I was getting like mixed signals. I don't know if it was just because of the ravine, but I messed around with this for like an hour and a half. I would have to like, I went like at least a quarter mile north through this woods. It got real thick. I ended up turning the camera off because it was just, I was running out of battery, and you know, the mosquitoes were getting hot and heavy. How muddy is this? It's kind of dry. Oh, no, it's not. Pretty strong signal across this swamp. Let's see if I can call her with the lure. But I had to go up north and then shoot the receiver back towards, you know, south where I was, and I was able to get a clear signal and not like a two different signals coming from two different ways. So I tracked her for a while until I got to an interstate. So that's when I called Joe and Sean with the Ohio School of Falconry. Super nice dudes. They dropped what they were doing to come help me. And so let them know on my way back to the car. They came up. I drove up to the side road by the interstate as close as I could to where I lost the signal, and there was nothing. And the only thing I can think and that we can think is that she got up into a soar. The wind had picked up progressively as the day went on, and you know, they get up into those thermals in the middle of the day and they just go. And you know, it wasn't her territory, so she had no reason to like stay in that area. And so we used Joe and Sean's receivers. They have some real nice receivers, real strong. And my transmitter I was using is a 50-mile line of sight. So let's say 10 miles, all right, if trees and maybe some buildings here or there. And we just did this grid over like 3 counties over a period of 2 days, and just zero signal at all. It's the first time it's ever happened to me in 19 years of falconry. You know, if I had one of those, I think it's called a Yagi, you put it on the top of your car and you can really cover some distance. It picks up the signal from a broader range. I don't have one of those, and by the time I got one in, you know, the battery would be dead. It's only like a 7 to 10 day battery life on this transmitter, but these things are gonna happen. You know, I'm not gonna hide things from you guys. I'm trying to be as real as I can on this channel. It is a roller coaster. It gets expensive, it's time consuming. It'll drain you sometimes, but it is very rewarding. And you know, that bird was one of the best birds, probably the best bird I've ever had in 19 years this early on. My best bird, the first 3 months, she was taking low perches. You know, she never looked up at squirrels. So I think she would have been incredible. I'm not fully giving up on her. We have the Falconry Club. We've gotten emails, phone calls. The Division of Wildlife sometimes calls us, hey, you know, there's a bird over here with jesses and bells on her, someone called in. I'm not giving up hope on that. I put those real deep bells on her, so if someone calls us with that, I will jump in my car and head out that way and try to get her. I'll probably have to trap her again. You know, they revert back to the wild fairly quickly, especially I've only had her for like 4 weeks. So actually I think it was exactly 4 weeks, 1 month from when I got her to when I lost her. But so I did order a new trapping permit just in case we don't get that phone call or we don't find her. And we'll go back to trapping and just do it all over again. Some falconers earlier on in my training videos, they've mentioned like, you know, why are you trapping so early? And I don't disagree with them. I've had success with early trap birds. They tame down well, and you know, by the time the leaves do fall down off the trees and brush, like we're ready to go, you know. But this time it bit me. You know, 91 degrees, thermals, leaves, all the cover. It got me. So I lost a real nice bird. She's safe. She's back in the wild where she came from, and she's very good at hunting, I can tell you that. But you know, I lost a few $100s in equipment, which, whatever. I mean, I know that's a chance you take. But so if we don't get her, we'll go back to trapping. We'll do it all over again, and by the time I'm ready to hunt this next bird, it'll be cooler. There won't be such crazy thermals, and the leaves will be down. And I am going to, I think it's like another 25 bucks for a transmitter. It's an 80-mile line of sight rather than 50, which I never thought I'd have to worry about that with a red tail here in Ohio, you know, in the hills and stuff. But apparently, I'm gonna spend the extra few bucks and just get a little bit stronger transmitter just in case something like this will happen again. But yeah, not the video I wanted to record and put out there this time, but like I said, I'm gonna try to keep it real. So stick with me. The next video or two, maybe fishing, I don't know. I got to see what's going on, see how long it takes to get this trapping permit in. But either way, we'll get after it and carry on. So appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you on the next one.